Hi Jillian, I'm going to teach you a valuable life skill today. I am going to teach you how to drive a manual transmission car, also known as a stick shift. Learning how to drive a manual transmission car is a valuable life skill, since many cars are still bought and sold with manual transmissions. More importantly, your mother owns a convertible manual transmission car that you will be able to borrow if you learn how to competently and safely manipulate a manual transmission. If you listen closely and watch my demonstration during this lesson, you will be driving your mom's convertible in no time. How do I want you to listen during my lesson?
Closely.
Good. And should you be watching my demonstration the whole time?
Yes.
Yes. Great job. Of course you know that the first thing we should do before driving is to put on your safety belt. Now, let's review the different parts of the manual transmission car that you will need to know. Let's review the names of the three pedals. It's the gas, the brake, and the clutch. What are the names of the three pedals?
Gas, brake, and clutch.
Nice job remembering. Let's review the name of the stick used to change the gears of a manual transmission. It is called a stick shift. What is the name of the stick used to change gears?
A stick shift.
That's right. Now let's review the gears of a stick shift. This car has 7. Reverse, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. How many gears does this car have, Jillian?
7.
Excellent job. And Jillian, what are the names of those gears?
Reverse, first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth.
That's right. Let's review what the gear in the middle is called. It is called the neutral gear, and it disengages the engine from moving forward. What is the gear in the middle called?
Neutral.
Excellent. It is neutral. Finally, let's review where the emergency brake is. It is between the two front seats. You must disengage the emergency brake before you attempt to drive. Where is the emergency brake located?
Between the two front seats.
Perfect. Now that we've reviewed the necessary simple facts, I am going to tell you how to drive a manual transmission car. Again, please listen closely. Get ready. Listen to these 5 steps. First, press the clutch and put the car into first gear. Second, take your foot off the brake. Third, give the car a little gas. Fourth, balance the clutch and gas until the car begins to move. Fifth, remove your foot from the clutch while pressing the gas pedal. I will repeat the steps one more time and then I will demonstrate. First, press the clutch and put the car into first gear. Second, take your foot off the brake. Third, give the car a little gas. Fourth, balance the clutch and gas until the car begins to move. 5, remove your foot from the clutch while pressing the gas pedal. Jillian, let's say it together. First, press the clutch and put the car into first gear. Second, take your foot off of the brake. Third, give the car a little gas. Fourth, balance the clutch and gas until the car begins to move. Fifth, remove your foot from the clutch while pressing the gas pedal. Good job. Now listen only. Is the first thing I do press the clutch and put the car into first gear? Yes. How do I know? Because the first step is to press the clutch and put the car into first gear. Is the second thing I do to take my foot off the brake? Yes. How do I know? Because the second step is to take your foot off of the brake. Is the third thing I do to put my foot back on the brake? No. How do I know? Because the third step is to give the car a little gas. Jillian, is the first step press the clutch and put the car into first gear?
Yes,
How do you know?
because the first step is to press the clutch and put the car into first gear.
Great job. I can tell that you were listening and paying close attention. The first step is to press the clutch and put the car into first gear. Is the second step to give the car a little gas and then take my foot off the brake?
No.
That's right, Jillian. How do you know?
The second step is to take your foot off of the brake.
Very nicely done. You are doing a great job. Is the third step to take your foot off the brake until the car begins to move?
No.
That is correct. How do you know?
Because the third step is to give the car a little gas.
Perfect. And is the fifth step to remove your foot from the clutch while pressing the gas pedal?
Yes.
That's right. How do you know?
Because the fifth step is to remove your foot from the clutch while pressing the gas pedal.
You are doing great. I think you are ready to drive a stick shift. All right, let's review the steps one more time. First, press the clutch and put the car into first gear. Second, take your foot off the brake. Third, give the car a little gas. Fourth, balance the clutch and gas until the car begins to move. Fifth, remove your foot from the clutch while pressing the gas pedal. Can you say these steps on your own, Jillian?
Yes. First, press the clutch and put the car into first gear. Second, take your foot off of the brake. Third, give the car a little gas. Fourth, balance the clutch and the gas until the car begins to move. And fifth, remove your foot from the clutch while pressing the gas pedal.
Great. Now it's your turn to drive. I know you can do it. What will you do first?
First, press the clutch and put the car into first gear.
How do you know?
Because the first step is to press the clutch and put the car into first gear.
Excellent job. Now you have pressed the clutch and put the car into first gear. What is the second step?
The second step is to take your foot off of the brake.
Perfect. First, press the clutch and put the car into second gear. Second, take your foot off of the brake. What is the third step?
The third step is to give the car a little gas.
Great. How do you know?
Because the third step is to give the car a little gas.
Nice work. You are doing a wonderful job. Let's keep going. After you give the car a little gas, is the fourth step to take your foot off of the brake?
No.
That's right. How do you know?
Because the fourth step is to balance the clutch and the gas until the car begins to move.
Super job. What do you do after the third step? Give the car a little gas?
No. The fourth step is to balance the clutch and gas until the car begins to move.
That's correct. Very good job. Is the fifth step to keep your foot on the clutch pedal while pressing the gas pedal?
No.
How do you know?
The fifth step is to remove your foot from the clutch while pressing the gas pedal.
Wow, you did a phenomenal job. You did a great job listening and paying close attention. You must be looking forward to driving your mom's convertible on your own. I would love for you to tell me the 5 steps to driving a manual transmission car. Do you think you can do that?
Yes. First, press the clutch and put the car into first gear. Second, take your foot off of the brake. Third, give the car a little gas. Fourth, balance the clutch and the gas until the car begins to move. And fifth, remove your foot from the clutch while pressing the gas pedal.
Wow, you definitely know the steps for driving a manual transmission or stick shift. Great work remembering the 5 steps in order. Now that you know how to drive a manual transmission, you can practice driving it until you feel comfortable taking the manual transmission out on your own. This is a really big accomplishment. Now you can drive an automatic or manual transmission car, which is an important life skill since many cars are still bought and sold with both types of transmissions. Most people never learn how to drive a car with a manual transmission. Remember, the steps to driving a manual transmission are: first, press the clutch and put the car into first gear. Second, take your foot off of the brake. Third, give the car a little gas. Fourth, balance the clutch and gas until the car begins to move. And fifth, remove your foot from the clutch while pressing the gas pedal. Again, really nice work. I am so proud of you. Delay retention. Hey again. I hope you enjoyed learning how to drive a manual transmission car. Can you tell me what the first step is?
Yes, the first step is to press the clutch and put the car in first gear.
Great. How do you know, Jillian?
Because the first step is to press the clutch and put the car in first gear.
Wonderful. Is the 5th step to remove your foot from the clutch while pressing the gas pedal?
Yes,
How do you know?
because the 5th step is to remove your foot from the clutch while pressing the gas pedal.
That is superb. You did a great job learning how to drive a manual transmission today. Happy driving!